This is how I walk into stores these days because I am a shopping addict. I'm on a no-buy year. I've always loved clothes ever since I can remember, and every single penny I've ever earned has gone on the latest trainers, the latest shoes. I'm just obsessed. I have no idea why, and it's only something I've just realised. I started working in retail when I was about 19, and every single penny has literally gone on clothes. I've never ever saved in my life. When I was very little, I wanted to be on Broadway and sing, and that was a huge dream. And when TikTok came along, I tried to combine fashion and music and do some singing on the platform, but it didn't work. And I was also a musician for all of my teens and my 20s, and I tried to make it in a band, and it didn't happen for us. It wasn't meant to be, but I feel like in life, things happen for a reason. People deal with broken dreams and failures differently, and mine was to buy fashion to self-soothe. But I kept going. We gave it a good 10 years trying to make it in the industry. It just never happened for us. And it was heartbreaking. At the age of 30, I finally had some weird wake-up call and decided to take myself to university, study fashion buying and merchandising, and during my last year I became a mum. I don't know how you've dealt with your failures or broken dreams, but for me, I self-soothed with fashion. I loved it, but it also made me feel confident, and it made me feel the part. At its worst, after having Monty, I took out a personal loan just to buy a new wardrobe, and one that I didn't fit in, but I just had lost my sense of style again, and I just thought I need to, invest in some new clothes. I then started to invest in courses, creator courses, and that's when everything compounded and I found myself in a lot of debt. I thought I was the only one, but during Christmas I spoke to my husband's friend who opened up about having credit card debt, and I thought, oh my god, I must not be the only one. And in December I decided to share my debt journey online. I'd always tried to grow my account on social media. That's actually what I do for other people, create content and help them grow, but I've never managed to grow my own account. And all of a sudden I posted this post opening up about my debt journey, and it went viral. Not crazy viral, but I'd never had any numbers like that. Never seen any numbers like that before. Catalyst for this whole mess that I'm in is fashion. I am a fashion fiend. Anyone that knows me knows I've always had the latest designs in my wardrobe, and I've always been someone who loves trends, loves to follow trends, has got the latest trainers, the latest bag, whatever. This year I'm going cold turkey, and I'm not going to buy myself a thing. I've tried to do this once before on TikTok 2 years ago, didn't work. It really encouraged me, and then I started looking at, ways to keep me motivated and to stop buying. And so I decided to try out the 75 hard discipline challenge to see if I could, rewire my brain somehow. I never believed in angel numbers or anything like that, but I've started seeing them everywhere. I mean, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but I literally look at the clock and it's double digits constantly. I haven't been as successful with the 75 hard challenge, and I've restarted it 5 times. The first time I nearly done 3 weeks in a row, but I accidentally ate a chip in McDonald's. The crazy thing is, since I've started trying to get my finances on track, lots of money making opportunities have come my way because I'm actually looking at ways of making money now. I'm not spending it. I'm trying to spot all the different ways that I can make money. I've made £600 on Vinted so far by selling my clothes, which has helped me get out of my PayPal and Klarna debt. And I went to a creators economy panel show thing, I don't know what they're called. And on that day, I ended up seeing a woman who absolutely blew my mind. She'd made £100,000 on TikTok Shop. And I thought, here I am chasing views when this amazing woman is literally chasing money. Like, what would you rather have, a huge following or a huge bank account? And I thought, well, maybe this is one of the ways that I can make money. But it's all about mindset, isn't it? And delayed gratification. You don't realise how much spare time you actually have when you don't have children or a job with so many responsibilities. I made myself a limited company last April, so I am feeling the pressure to reach financial freedom. A lot of people are glamorizing working for yourself. Since I started working for myself 2 years ago, I haven't had a holiday. I have a client messaging me on WhatsApp every other minute, but the responsibility of working for yourself out of this world. And I'm such a people pleaser that I'm constantly over-delivering. I've had to make a spreadsheet on my laptop to take note of the hours that I work for my clients, because sometimes I'm literally working less than minimum wage for a service which is in demand. I work any hours, and I juggle that with looking after my 2 little ones. It's not all doom and gloom. The great thing about me working for myself is that I can work whichever hours I like. Sometimes I wake up at 4 and start to work then, and that means that by 3 I have finished my workload. Sometimes I'll do 2 really long days so that I get Thursday and Friday practically doing nothing. And if I manage my time well, I can then do my own thing on the side. But I have applied for many job roles, and I continue to do so every month, because it really is no joke working for yourself. And sometimes I want someone to cover me, and I do want full 2 weeks off. And I don't want to look at my phone and answer anyone else's questions. But as soon as I stop, that's it. I've lost my service business. For the first time in my life, I haven't been able to get myself a job. But as I say, I think everything happens for a reason. Maybe I'm just not meant to work in an office with other people. One thing I know for sure is that it's my time to make some money, because it's not just me who's in a bad place financially. My husband has been having big nights after work. Since we met, he's always done this. He'll go out for one, but that one will turn into 3, and before you know it, that's the time that he's walking back into the house. We love each other very much. And he is so supportive. I've tried so many business ventures. YouTube channels, Instagram accounts, you name it, I've done it. NFTs, literally everything under the sun. And he's always given me space to do it. If we can make it through this moment in time, we can make it through anything. I really, really believe that. I'm actually quite shocked we're still together sometimes. But we were definitely made for each other, and I'm going to find a way to be financially free. And I'm going to take my family with me. In January, I started a new kids YouTube channel for myself, where I can get out all of my creative, stress or whatever it is. My 3rd upload got 7,000 views. And everything really has been performing well. Then my last upload, I decided to do a song in English and Spanish, and it performed really badly. I keep trying to push my music out there, but it just doesn't resonate. And I think I wasn't meant to maybe do music. Because every time I do, it's like I self-sabotage myself. It's very odd. So I will continue pushing educational content out there on that channel. I'd also love to create some sort of a kids' TV show for my 2 little ones. My husband's also super creative, and he wants to get involved with that. And I think it would be an amazing family project. I will continue documenting my debt journey, because I've had the most amazing DMs on Instagram, and I'm really really shocked that I've been able to help people pay off their credit cards or think about money in a different way. I'm not even that big of a creator, but somehow I'm helping others with their debt journeys. And this is just a phase in our lives that we're going through. We won't always be in debt. We won't always be unhappy. We won't always be frustrated. We just need to keep going until we reach the next chapter. Join us next week when we travel to Frome, one of many places in the UK we're thinking of moving as a family. At the moment we live in shared ownership in London. Shared ownership is not a great deal, and we always thought we would move after 5 years. The problem is we didn't think we'd have this much debt. Our 5-year fixed rate mortgage comes to an end in August. My husband said we might have to wait another year, but if you know me, you know honestly, I can't wait for anything. And my husband said that if we don't have debt, we would probably be able to borrow a bit more from the bank. Whereas I'm saying, well, let's just go and start the property ladder. In other words, this will not be our forever home, let's just go, and then in 3 years move somewhere else, and so on and so on. I don't know, but yeah, we'll be in Frome next week. See you there.